A few months ago, we've shown you some real-life glitches that would make you question whether we're living in a simulation. This time, let's kick things up a notch by looking at the darker side. Take a look into dark glitches in the Matrix that wouldn't just make you question reality but also give you a bit of a scare. Let's boogie, shall we? A red cap appears. Here's a couple of dudes having an epic dance showdown, yet something isn't right. Look closely at the guy donning a red cap. He throws the cap into the audience, perhaps to the delight of his fans. Seconds later, his cap's back out of thin air. Let's make one thing clear. The red cap has no place on the stage, yet it's back. Some might say it's a trick. He could have been hiding an extra cap in his shirt, or maybe someone else from the crowd returned his cap. But neither of these theories are likely. For starters, he's moving so widely, the cap could have dropped earlier. As for the cap being returned to him, he threw it in the right side and you won't see it returning to him from the right side. One thing's for sure, if this is a real glitch, well, it's kinda creepy. Vanishing Text. YouTuber Alfie Deyes set to do his first documentary series by paying a visit to the most haunted prisons in the UK. In the beginning, he made it clear that he doesn't believe in ghosts.
I don't believe in the paranormal. I do not believe that there are ghosts, I don't believe in spirits, I don't believe...
While he and his team had a fair share of creepy moments during their stay, there was one particular moment that was pretty eerie. During their visit to the Shepton prison, they crept into a hole with a sign in the entrance saying, "Enter at your own risk." Look closely at what happens next.
Paranormal groups coming on the weekend. So this is not warm activity. No. So
In here?
Yeah, so take a few shots. I would try it.
As you've seen, the text is gone. As if somebody wiped out the whole thing clean. The light could have been playing tricks with our eyes since the sign was pretty reflective. But then black isn't supposed to reflect light. The spirit of a prisoner was probably messing around with the signs, or maybe somebody in the background highlighted the text and pressed the delete button on his keyboard to show us who's boss. What do you think? Share your thoughts by commenting down below. Baby reflection. Finally, a baby. How cute. Yes, this video is cute at first glance, but perhaps you'll be back to your senses in no time. The baby seems to be enjoying himself as he plays with its reflection. However, look closely at this anomaly. You didn't see that coming, did you? The sight of the baby's reflection lagging is a familiar sight for gamers with ridiculously slow internet connections or subpar gaming devices, yours truly included. I myself turn off reflections in some games for the sake of higher frame rates. But then this is real life, not a game or a simulation, or is it? Someone behind the scenes must be cursing in front of his machine due to bugs in the system. Things hovering in midair. Objects hovering in midair while remaining motionless are bizarre sights unless they're hot air balloons. A branch has zero business floating while being disconnected from the tree, such as this one. The guy in the camera was even claiming it was a glitch, and we can't blame him. It's like a scene out of a Harry Potter movie. Fun fact, brooms in Harry Potter are indeed made of twigs. But let me remind you, life isn't exactly a Harry Potter movie. Meanwhile, planes are indeed meant to fly in the air, but they are not precisely intended to remain stationary in midair, like this one. The guy in the video mentioned that it's barely windy, and that's the point. It isn't impossible for planes to hover in the air, especially during crosswinds. Planes fly against the wind after all. Unless there's wind, the plane should have fallen from the sky like Mr. Bean. Birds can indeed hover in the air, but they have to flap their wings around. That's the premise behind the game Flappy Bird. However, the crow in this video looked lifeless while suspended in the air. Sure, the wings are probably stationary due to the camera's frame rates, but as you can see, it's no high-quality video. Eventually, a man in a truck prods the crow with a stick, triggering it to flap its wings, only to go floating in the air once more. Under the laws of physics, these things aren't supposed to do the things they've done in the videos, unless of course there's a glitch in the Matrix. Do you think that's the case? Let us know your thoughts in the comment section. Reminder, and by the way, let us know if you like what you're seeing so far by giving us a thumbs up. And if you want to watch more intriguing contents like this, do yourself a favor and subscribe. Thanks a lot. Now, let's get back in. In a parallel universe, there are sweethearts, best buds, and soulmates out there who share common interests and such. And then there's Mr. Brady Figel and Mr. Brady Figel. You heard that right. They share the same name, but the similarities do not end there. For starters, both are 6'4" in stature. Both share the same red hair, beards, and glasses. Both are pitchers, albeit in different baseball teams. Both even underwent Tommy John surgery with the same doctors. One glaring difference is that one is a right-handed pitcher while the other is a left-handed. But the most mind-boggling thing about these two is that they aren't identical twins. Not at all. Inside Edition got the two Bradys to take a DNA test to determine whether they're related or not. While both have 53% Germanic ancestry, the rest of the lineage do not line up, meaning they're not related at all. However, there's no denying their similarities are uncanny. It's as if somebody made an identical copy of one of the Bradys in a photocopy machine, wrapped them in a slightly different packaging, and sent them to parallel universes, only for both of them to end up in the same world. What are the odds of having your doppelganger? Crazy coincidence or glitch in the Matrix? Take your pick. Shaq got iced. While Shaquille O'Neal retired from the NBA in 2011, he didn't leave the world of basketball altogether, as he became one of the hosts of the show Inside the NBA. While he might be slowing down due to age, it's highly unusual for the legend to be stationary. But during one of the show, he was dead frozen while his colleagues were discussing
All-Star Weekend player talent show. You are talented.
He remained frozen for at least 40 seconds, not including the cut scenes with his mouth hanging open. You might argue that maybe he wasn't there at all and that the producers probably propped up an image in place of him. However, at one point he finally moves.
New York.
Hey, yo, let me leave, bro.
Now, it's not that strange remaining stationary if you have nothing to say, but to remain frozen in such an awkward state, it's unnatural. Some might even say it's the Illuminati pulling strings behind the scenes. Either that or something else in the Matrix is lagging awfully. At this point, what's real and what isn't? What do you think of these glitches in the Matrix? Are there darker glitches out there? Share your thoughts by commenting down below. If you like this video, don't forget to give us a thumbs up. We really appreciate you letting us know how we're doing, as we'll know how to grow the channel further. Also subscribe and turn on the notifications to get front row seats to watch Cannon's mind-blowing videos. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you on the next one.